Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eldridge Fox of the Kingsman Quartet. I'd like to invite you to enjoy yourself for about the next 45 minutes with some of the greatest gospel singing you'll ever be privileged to hear. Some of the best friends that I've ever had personally are involved in this group, and they can sing their way into your heart. They're fine Christian gentlemen, and you're going to have a great time here tonight. I'd like for you to, with me, welcome to the stage right now one of the fastest rising, one of the greatest groups in gospel music, from Dahlonega, Georgia, the Gold City Quartet. Come on!
Thank you very much. I can see right now that we're going to have a great time tonight, and I would like to take this time for all of these fellas standing behind me and all the fellas seated behind me to welcome you here. We're very pleased that you chose to come this evening. We're going to have a great time, and I want you to have it with us. This next song we're going to do is another song that we've recorded before, but it has had great success, and we wanted to do it again. It says, "Angels Move Over, 'Cause I'm Coming Home."
Here I'm hindered as I go on my way. Often I'm tired and weary day after day. And as I sing I have to stop for a while. I'll sing forever when I see Jesus smile. Angels move over 'cause I'm coming home. Make room for me round that beautiful throne. I'll sing a new song in the heavens. For so long I traveled down the sinful road. My troubles were so many, such a heavy load. Then I turned to Jesus, a better way to show. Life is so much better on the victory road. I'll keep on walking on the victory road, lay down my heavy load. And I won't turn back and say no more. I'll keep on walking on the smooth highway, and I'll reach that better day. Someday I'll reach my way home on the victory road. Though this road is narrow, I will look ahead. By the hand of Jesus, down this path I'm led. When I'm tired and weary, He helps me bear my load. I am oh so happy on the victory road. I'll keep on walking on the victory road. I'm gonna lay down my heavy load, and I won't turn back and say no more. I'll keep on walking in the King's highway, and I'll reach that better day. Someday I'll reach my way home on the victory road. I'll keep on walking on the victory road, lay down my heavy load, and I won't turn back and say no more. I'll keep on walking in the King's highway, and I'll reach that better day. Someday I'll reach my way home on the victory road. Someday I'll reach my home on the victory road. Though this road is narrow, I will look ahead. By the hand of Jesus, down this path I'm led. When I'm tired and weary, He helps me bear my load. I am oh so happy on the victory road. I will keep on walking on the victory road. I'm gonna lay down my heavy load, and I won't turn back and say no more. I'll keep on walking in the King's highway, and know I'll reach that better day. Someday I'll reach my way home on the victory road. I'll keep on walking on the victory road. I'm gonna lay down my heavy load, and I won't turn back and say no more. I'll keep on walking in the King's highway, and know I'll reach that better day. Someday I'll reach my way home on the victory road. Someday I'll reach my home on the victory road. All right. Thank you so much.
Oh, we appreciate it so much. I'll tell you, you folks act like this is a special occasion, and I guarantee you it is. All right. We appreciate so much you coming out tonight and sharing this with us. I'd like to take just a few minutes for those of you that may be seeing the Gold City Quartet for the first time tonight to introduce the fellows to you. If I can get my tongue all untangled here.
Is it tied around your eye teeth?
Tied around my eye teeth.
Can't see what you're saying, can you?
Can't see what I'm saying. Now you be quiet,
Well,
I'm doing this. I'd like to say this first of all before we introduce these fellows. This year they were voted by the Southern Gospel Music Association #1 band for 1982. How about that? That's enough now. We're gonna have to live with them. This young fella playing the piano over here is one of the finest musicians I've ever had the opportunity of being around. We call him Taco. He's not that good looking, but he makes it. He's from Pensacola, Florida, and we'd like for you to welcome Mr. Garry Jones to Marietta tonight. Garry Jones. The most complimentary drummer in gospel music. He's also from Pensacola, Florida. Would you make Mr. John Noski welcome tonight, Marietta? Now, this next young fellow's not too far from home. He's from Norcross, Georgia. Stand up, son. Plays the bass guitar. And he's talked to me all afternoon about he don't want me to say that he's the baby of the group, fellas, or that he's just 18 years old and all this kind of stuff.
We all watch after him, don't we?
We all watch after him, so I'm going to leave all that off tonight. But he is a fine musician, and he does play the bass guitar, and we're mighty proud of him. Mr. Ken Bennett. Would you welcome Kenneth tonight? Now, we had to go all the way to Richmond, Virginia to get this next young man. He plays the steel guitar, lead guitar, banjo, just whatever you hand him back there. We call him Possum. I think if you'll take a good look at him, you'll see why. But we're mighty proud of him. Mr. Jerry Lloyd from Richmond, Virginia. Would you welcome him tonight? Get out there, son. You're like me. If you don't get out front, they can't see you. You're
That's
so
right.
small. This young man's been with us for several months now. I guess he's the smallest in the group since he came with us, isn't he? We had a little problem getting him. Well, I'll just tell you how small he is. Where we buy all our clothes down in Gainesville, Georgia, we took him down there, and they informed us that they didn't make boys' clothing. So we said, listen, I don't know how we're going to figure out to get a suit like ours, because, you know, if you go to one place and get all these suits the same color, it's hard to go somewhere else and find one like that. So the lady said, maybe I can alter it or take it down, you know. And that's what she did. And if he would turn around, you'd see one big pocket all the way across the back. Boy, somebody's got that whistler turned on tonight, I guarantee. He's doing a great job singing first tenor. Would you make welcome 19-year-old Brian Free from Dallas, Georgia? Okay. This next young fellow's been with the group since the group was. Yeah, well, you're not that young. I'm just being nice tonight because this is going to be on the album, you see. He sets up all this equipment. That's about the only good thing I can say about old Ken. You know, he works real hard. But he's, yeah, good looking. Does a real good job singing the baritone. He's all the way from Grenada, Mississippi. Would you make Mr. Ken Trussell welcome tonight? All right, get out there so they can see you. Always has that pleasant smile on his face. We have to put up with this all the time. Yes, she's going to get you a picture. Look at her.
Well, you can do better than that. Thank you.
This young man comes from Gadsden, Alabama, one of the best friends I've ever had, and I think he's the best bass singer in gospel music. And now you go. Mr. Tim Riley, would you give him a hand tonight?
I believe I'm going to have to butt in here, because I tell you what, we'd all get sick if we had to listen to you introduce yourself.
Well,
And I don't feel like we got time to get sick tonight, so I'm going to introduce you.
I was kind of building up to where I could do that, but
Well,
since
if I don't get to introduce you, I won't get to say nothing about that new body wave that you've got in your hair. Oh, ain't that pretty, girls? Now, this young man right here is the one that stays in the office all the time that we're at home. And one of these days, there's going to be a killing in Dahlonega because his wife's going to kill him. And I just hope that all of y'all will come to the funeral, because he don't get to go home much because he's so busy booking the Gold City Quartet, because the phone rings so much that he has to be there to tell him if we can come or not. But he sings the lead part. He handles all the bookings for the group and the business part of the group. But I think after all of that and after all the work he has to do, he does a super job singing the lead part for the group. My best friend, Jerry Ritchie. Would you make him welcome? And that makes up all the Gold City Quartet, ladies and gentlemen. We want to sing a song for you now that has sort of a country flavor. He's the rock I'm leaning on.
If you don't know much about him or the things he's done for you, if his word you take for granted and you don't believe it's true, if the blood he shed on Calvary won't melt your heart of stone, please don't He's the rock I'm leaning on. He's the rock of my salvation. He's my refuge from the storm. Sorrow, he's my comfort. He's the reason I was born. He's the one I can depend on when all my friends have gone. Please don't criticize him. He's the rock I'm leaning on.
Yeah! How about it for Mr. Jerry Lloyd?
When he could be your savior, he could be your dearest friend. While at your door he's knocking, if you'd only let him in. He could be your strength and courage when you feel so all alone. So please don't criticize him, 'cause he's the rock I'm leaning on. He's the rock of my salvation. He's my refuge from the storm and sorrow. He's my comfort. He's the reason I was born. He's the one you can depend on when all your friends have gone. So please don't criticize him. He's the rock I'm leaning on. So please don't criticize him. He's the rock I'm leaning on.
There's a young man standing back here somewhere. I don't know where he is, out in the audience, but there's a man here that don't get hardly any recognition, and we would like to give him that recognition now because he is a lot of help to the Gold City Quartet. He's the one that gets us from place to place. He drives up to 15 and 18 hours straight a lot of times, and we really appreciate him. Would you make our bus driver, Mr. Dave LeMaster, welcome? I don't know where he is, but he's around here somewhere. Most of you have met him, but he does a super job, and we really do appreciate it, and we appreciate Dave. I'd like to introduce a song now that I think is one of the most beautiful songs that's ever been written. My favorite song is Amazing Grace, How Sweet the Sound. Mr. Kirk Talley has written a song that says, there's no other word for grace but amazing. Brian's going to sing it for you, and Brian, I want you to sing it for him like you've never sang it before, so. No other word for grace but amazing.
Red can't explain the beauty of the rose. White can't tell the magic in the air when it snows. Marvelous can't have conveyed the grace of the King. The only word for grace is amazing. Now, Father, look behind the failures I had made. He didn't notice all the times that I had not obeyed. He overlooked all the scars of sin I held in me, and the grace that he showed still amazes me. There's no other word for grace but amazing.
I'm going to tell you something, friend. If you're saved tonight and you feel it in your heart and you realize that unmerited favor that you received when you accepted Christ as your personal Savior, I don't see how that song could keep from sort of reaching down and pulling those old heartstrings. Because it does me. Because I know the state I was in when I looked up and when he looked down. And he reached down and gave me that unmerited favor, because I know more every day that I didn't deserve that. And that he'd done that for me, and it was free. And I believe if I'd been the only person on this earth, that he would have walked Calvary's Hill just for me. Brian, I want you to sing that for us again. I don't believe you'd care, would you?
Now the Father looked behind the failures I had made. He didn't notice
What about it?
all the times that I had not obeyed. He overlooked all the scars of sin I had in me, and the grace, oh, that he showed still amazes me. There's no other word for grace but amazing. No other explanation will do. Unmerited favor, a song that I sing. No other word for grace but amazing. No other word for grace but
On the young Roma hills of glory, living with the saints, we'll tell a story.
what a happy time.
What a happy time we'll have up there. Sinful nation will be singing from the golden heart, sweet music ringing.
What a happy time.
What a happy time we'll have up there. What a happy time we'll have in glory. Everybody to tell the story.
What a happy time.
What a happy time we'll have up there. We will shout with
His praises
joy
singing.
and the golden
Sweet music
heart.
ringing. What a happy time.
What a happy time we'll have up there. In a happy land where comes no sorrow, singing songs of praise, some glad tomorrow.
What a happy time.
What a happy time we'll have up there, we'll have up there. We will worship him beside the river, living there joy and peace forever.
What a happy time.
What a happy time we'll have up there. What a happy time we'll have in glory. Everybody to tell the story.
What a happy time.
What a happy time we'll have up there. We will shout with
His praises
joy
singing.
and the golden
Sweet music
heart.
ringing. What a happy time.
What a happy time we'll have up there. Oh, what a happy time
We'll have in glory.
everybody
To tell the story. What a happy time. What a happy time we'll have up there.
we will shout with
His praises
joy
singing.
and the golden
Sweet music ringing.
heart.
What a happy time. What a happy time we'll have up there.
Oh, what a happy time
We'll have in glory.
everybody
To tell the story. What a happy time. What a happy time we'll have up there.
we will shout with
His
joy
praises singing.
and the golden
Sweet music ringing. What a happy time. What a happy time we'll have up there. What a happy time. What a happy time we'll have up there.
I'm gonna tell you why. I like that, don't y'all?
Ain't God good to give us so many blessings undeserving? That's what we are. We ought to thank Him, love and praise Him a little more today, a whole lot more tomorrow. For 40 long years, God's people journeyed in the wilderness, searching for Canaan, that blessed promised land. They never went too hungry, nor they never got too thirsty. But the more that God kept blessing them, the more they would complain. Ain't God good to give us so many blessings undeserving? That's what we are. We ought to thank Him, love and praise Him a little more today, a whole lot more tomorrow. In the times that they live, so many are unthankful, and many more they fail to see that God has given all. Never having time for God, they're always busy working to pay for cars, new homes, TVs, and carpets wall to wall. Ain't God good to give us so many blessings undeserving? That's what we are. We ought to thank Him, love and praise Him a little more today, a whole lot more tomorrow. Ain't God good to give us so many blessings undeserving? That's what we are. We ought to thank Him, love and praise Him a little more today, a whole lot more tomorrow.
Come on, everybody. This is where we want you to join in and sing with us. We want everybody here to be able to sing out loud. We want to have a good time. So join in and sing Ain't God Good with us.
Ain't God good to give us so many blessings undeserving? That's what we are. We ought to thank Him, love and praise Him a little more today, a whole lot more tomorrow. Come on. Ain't God good to give us so many blessings undeserving? That's what we are. We ought to thank Him, love and praise Him a little more today, a whole lot more tomorrow. Ain't God good to give us so many blessings undeserving? That's what we are. We ought to thank Him, love and praise Him a little more today, a whole lot more tomorrow.
That was a great job. Y'all give yourself a hand.
Travel the country doing one night stands, preaching and singing with an 8-piece gospel band. Lord, it gets tired and lonesome traveling down the long highway, but you know I'm going home someday.
so much. Boy, I'll tell you what. These folks will make you want to sing.
Oh, I love
guarantee
it.
you.
I love it.
Okay, we're going to slow down a little bit and do a spiritual. We've had requests for all over the country. It's been a real good song for us. Rex Nealon gave us this song not too many months ago, and it features this old bass singer over here. Now, I know he's ugly. I know it's hard for you to look at him just straight in the face when he does this song, but if you'll bear with him, maybe he'll sing it good for you. How many of you like spirituals? Let me see your hands. Well, that's great. That's about everybody. Are you ready over there?
I'm ready. You ready?
I'm going to try. Rex said it wasn't the best song in the country, but no better than he sang. He could probably handle it.
You have a piece of watermelon I could eat while we're singing?
Hey. Says Ezekiel Saw The Wheel. Ezekiel saw the wheel.
He saw that wheel
Way in the middle of the air, Ezekiel saw the wheel.
He saw that wheel
In the middle of the air,
Left.
Ezekiel saw the wheel.
He saw that wheel.
Way in the middle of the air, Ezekiel saw the wheel.
Oh, in the middle of the air.
Well, one of these morning about 5 o'clock.
Don't you know in the middle of
the air.
Don't go to well of this, the world's gonna reel and rock. Don't you know?
In the middle of the air,
Left.
Ezekiel saw the wheel.
He saw that wheel.
Way in the middle of the air, Ezekiel saw the wheel.
Oh,
In the middle of the air.
Well, I've told you once and I've told you twice.
don't you know in the middle of told all them sinners going to hell for rolling them dice. Don't you know?
In the middle of the air,
Left.
Ezekiel saw the wheel.
He saw that wheel.
Way in the middle of the air, Ezekiel saw the wheel.
Oh,
In the middle of the air,
Oh, when I get up on the mountain top.
don't you know in the middle of go make my wing and go flippity flop. Don't you know?
in the middle of the air,
Left.
Ezekiel saw the wheel.
He saw that wheel.
Way in the middle of the air, Ezekiel saw the wheel.
He saw that wheel.
In the middle of the air,
Left.
Ezekiel saw the wheel.
He saw that wheel.
Way in the middle of the air, Ezekiel saw the wheel.
Oh,
In the middle of the air.
All right, hey, Mr. Tim Riley.
In my robe of white, I will fly away to that land so fair. Meet my Jesus there, it will be so grand. When I get to that land in my robe of white, I will fly away.
First I'll hear the trumpet sound, and all the saints may be heaven bound. We will cross over Jordan White, stop and do the other side. There I'll see those men he has built. I'll be the first one in the line. Get to see my name in the book of life.
In my robe of white, I will fly away to that land so fair. Meet my Jesus there, it will be so grand. When I get to that land in my robe of white, I will fly away.
It's gonna be a wonderful time when I get to the other side. See my loved ones gone before. We'll depart them nevermore. We'll be walking on streets of gold, surrounded by riches untold. When I first look upon his face, I'll be saved in his amazing grace.
In my robe of white, I will fly away to that land so fair. Meet my Jesus there, it will be so grand. When I get to that land in my robe of white, I will fly away.
Yes, in my robe
Of white, I will fly away to that land so fair. Meet my Jesus there, it will be so grand. When I get to that land in my robe of white, I will fly away.
yes, in my robe.
Robe of white, I will fly away.
It's gonna be a wonderful time when I get to the other side. See my loved ones gone before. We'll depart
Thank you.